Let's get ready to fight! Oh, that was what happened on the last Let's Play. Anyways, hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go through Patreon. And I completely forgot before, so I'm looking it up right now. It's $5 a year? No, wait. I think it's $5 a month, but for some reason Patreon's being a bit weird. But yeah, $5. So, on the last Let's Play, we watched Diego fights Russell, and it was a bit worrisome in the beginning because Russell got the initial pin? I don't know fighting stuff, but then Diego went and won the fights. I don't know, I can't think of, I'm not a sports watcher or a fighter watcher. And yeah, so let me reset my face so we can do this Let's Play. Set my face. There we go. And now we're having the after party. The five of us departed the tournament and walked a couple of blocks to Ty's bar. On arrival, Ty excused himself to the kitchen while the four of us remaining set ourselves up on the nearby table. Who's watching the bar anyways? Maybe it was closed for the tournament? So, what's everyone gonna have? I think I'll have the chili chorizo nachos. Nothing to drink? Nah, I don't want to be a temptation for you. At least in that way, if you know what I mean. Ooh. No way, dude. I ain't stopping anybody else from drinking just because I have a problem with it. Besides, I bet you wouldn't be the only one drinking. Trust me, it's cool. Now, here's a little bit of speculation. I wonder if they're going to do the thing where at some point in the next, I think 7 days, because this game goes to day 20, I think, that Diego has a bit of a stumble. It would be somewhat realistic, though I'm not sure how much of a problem, well, he does drink more than I do, or did. I had mixed feelings about drinking in front of Diego, but he had a point. I wouldn't be the only one doing it. It made a little sense to restrict myself, given the circumstances. Again, because it's like, it would be a kind of the story thing where, you know, things are going well, because I wouldn't think it would just keep on going up until we fight, what's his name? Kyrex? You know, the lizard guy, and then quite possibly win. Though it could also do the thing where we lose, but, you know, Diego still comes out on top emotionally, you know? Though I really feel like Kyrex might do something and there might be a stumble which causes Diego to stumble, you know? Nonetheless, I hope Diego wouldn't be tempted by it. Whoa, you quit drinking, Diego? Since when? A few days back, I guess? Wow, what made you decide to do that? Well, I guess I kinda had a bad habit of drinking way too much, and dragging others into it, Adrian especially, and sometimes my emotions ran a little wild when I drank. I didn't want to be that guy anymore. That's so great! Anyway, Adrian, like I said, if you want a drink, please have one. Don't hold back because of me. Well, only if you're sure. Better make it a pina colada then. They're super good. A peanut? Pina colada? It's got like pineapple, coconut, and rum in it. Ty makes them amazingly good. I want one of those. I'll have a steak. Oh, but the chicken phyllo sounds so good. Like, man, why not both? I like the way you think, man. Ty would eventually approach our tables and take our individual orders. Russell, Axel, and myself all ordered alcohol while Diego asked for a soda. Ty took these orders back to the kitchen and the four of us began talking amongst ourselves. So, what was that in the third round, dude? You totally surprised me. Figured I'd try and catch you by surprise. It sure worked. And that thing with my tail? Genius. It was an honor to fight you, my man. I can't believe how okay you seem to be with how it all went down. It's like I said, my dude. It's the participating that counts. Besides, the better fighter won. It's all good, man. That's how it, should be, you know? You're such a weird, crazy guy, but you're alright by me. Still, though, you've got, bruises, man. You hit like a truck or something. No, wait, I've got still, bruises, man. What? You think so? Totally, man. I'm gonna be hurting for, a while, man. Sorry. I'm glad, though. I thought I was out of practice. To be fair, though, I think I've got a few myself. Well, at least I wasn't, totally useless. Russell has always been like this. He's just happy to be included in stuff. I'm really happy you all get along. And you both did awesome too. It was such a cool and tense battle. Glad you think so, little dude. I don't know why reading's a bit hard for me right now. I don't know. It's just, for some reason, I'm feeling a bit dizzy. I'm just glad I have friends here now. The first few weeks were totally lonely, man. Why'd you move to Woodcrest anyway, if you don't mind me asking? Same as anyone, I guess. Jobs and stuff. Things to do. Summervale was too quiet, but I didn't want to move to the city either. Woodcrest is totally vibing, man. Always stuff to do, but not so big you get lost. That's one thing I liked about my old college town, Golden, in Colorado. It's had that small town feel. You know, you could go to the local pizza place and stuff like that, but then it was also right next to Denver, so yeah, lots of stuff. It was pretty much the same here. Seemed like the happening place, and the city kinda sucked. Here's everyone's drinks. Meals will be on the way shortly. Excellent. I'm so keen on those nachos. Now, all that is left to do is make a toast to Diego's victory. Hopefully the first of many. Everyone raised their glasses, and with a casual, mutual cheers, took their first swigs. As I took the first delicious sips of my pina colada, my gaze shifted toward Diego, sitting there patiently smiling in our company. I was so proud of him for winning his first fight, for his self-control. His reclaimed confidence, one of those reasons I fell for him in the first place. Holy shit. Whoa, Axel. It's not like you have a potty mouth. Sorry, it's just this pina colada? How has he not heard of a pina colada? And dancing in the rain. Right. This peanut collider is amazing. I wonder if he also did the thing where he said hard-on collider instead of hadron. What? Oh my god. I don't think that's what it's called, dude. I wonder if he's a lightweight. Several hours went by, leading well into the afternoon. We'd all had our meals and a couple of drinks each, except for Axel, who was sipping on his pina colada, which sat alongside his previous mix, 6 now empty glasses. Wait. Sipping on his... 6 previous empty glasses of pina colada or other drinks? It was just myself, Diego, and Axel at the table at present, with Russell and Ty having meandered off together to partake in some sort of private conversation. Both Diego and I were shooting concerned glances between us as our concern for Axel grew with each sip he took. This drink, I love it. I love it, guys. That's good, Axel. It's so nice having love in your life. Do you have love in your life, Diego? Duh, he's sitting right over here. That's right. Yeah, you two make such a nice couple. I can see how much you love each other. So sweet. The only love in my life is this penis collider. Oh my god. Well, that's an interesting name for it. I mean, somebody's probably named some drink like that. I wish I had love in my life. I kinda do, but I don't know if he feels the same way. Huh? I love him so much, but I just don't know if he feels the same. Dude, are you kidding? He's head over heels for you, man. Ask him out. But I'm scared. It was at that moment, right in the dead center of Axel's drunken breakdown, that Russell and Ty arrived back at our table. Oh, Axe, I think you've had a little too much drink, little guy. What? I'm fine. Sorry, dudes. I think I'm gonna have to take Axe home. Fair enough. Thank you for coming, Russell. Anytime, my dude. Take care on your way back to Axel's house. Expect I'll be seeing you tomorrow then? Right on, dude. Catch you then. No, my penis collider. Huh? What'd I miss? Ty's hooking me up with Jab. We're gonna be like working buddies or something. Nice. Casual, I'm guessing? Yeah, just a casual work relationship. Wait, what was the thing I was thinking about? Casual friends? I don't know. Yeah, no permanent hours yet, man. But someday soon, maybe. It'd be good working with you, Russell. Totally, my dudes. Anyway, I'd best get Axel back home to bed. Catch ya. Later. Make sure he sleeps on his stomach. I don't think he's that drunk, but still. The two departed, leaving just Diego, Ty, and I to finish our respective drinks. Far be it from me to cut someone off during the celebration, but I feel as though I should have done maybe 3 drinks ago. In all fairness, he doesn't drink often. He's kind of a lightweight. I don't know what 6 pina coladas? It's kind of weird. Sometimes I'm a lightweight, but other times I can be a heavy drinker. I want to be a not drinker, you know? Nonetheless, I failed in my duties there. I do apologize. No harm done, Russell. Oh, Russell got to him before he properly embarrassed himself. Well, perhaps we can keep a lookout for me on the shifts. He can keep a lookout for me. Maybe. What? For a particularly lightweight cheetah? Anyway, congratulations again on your victory, Diego. I'm certain you'll do wonderfully in the quarterfinals as well. I have a few things I need to attend to while I'm here, so please permit me to excuse myself. No problem, man. Thanks for the little shindig. You're most welcome. I no doubt will be seeing you soon. Ty departed our table and disappeared into the kitchen, leaving just the two of us at the table. Well, I did it. I won my first heat. I'm so proud of you, Diego. I'm a little proud of myself. Wasn't sure I had it in me, but honestly, that wasn't so tough. Roll on to the quarterfinals, I guess. Yep, you can do it. Hopefully. Anyway, I'm gonna head back home and relax a bit. I think I have a few bruises. Were you coming straight home, or did you have something you need to do? I might hit town for a bit, if you don't mind. Sweet. Well, I'll catch you at home. Sounds good. Diego got up and made his way out the bar, wearing a long-lost smile of confidence I hadn't seen since our university days. I could tell he had his doubts, but his victory against Russell today seemed to help his confidence. Another win would surely work wonders. I got myself prepared to leave if there's anything I want to do before heading back home. Now was the time to do it. I guess it would be just to meet Russell, because there isn't anything to do, it seems. So, home time to be with boyfriend though. I arrived home, where Diego was waiting for me in the living room, as he often did, watching TV whilst lounging on the couch. Welcome back. I see you're celebrating in your own way. I'm sorry, Diego. I went to look for other things to do, but there was nothing else, so I came back home. Pfft, more like disintegrating into jello. Despite winning, I'm definitely gonna be sore for a day or two. Hopefully, I'm feeling better before the next fight. I flopped down beside him, and he put his arm around my shoulder. Thanks for believing in me. Well, it's not like it was hard to do. We've known each other for a long time. I know you're more capable than you've been giving yourself credit for. Yeah, maybe you're right. Still, I'm already nervous for the second fight. I messaged Sai just before to see if he knew who was up against. Really kicking myself for throwing out the list. I guess it was one of those out of sight, out of mind things. I was hoping that by not knowing, I'd be less nervous. Didn't turn out that way. I mean, you'd think that it would be available as, like, I don't know, on the internet? You know, just type in, Woodcrest, fighting tournament thing, and it would be like, here's who's fighting who, at least, you know, before somebody wins thing, goes on to the next ranking. Anyway, Ty doesn't know him personally. Some bear, apparently, named Logan. Maybe it's made into the semi last year, which is concerning in itself. It doesn't necessarily mean he's better fighter than you. Maybe he got lucky last year. His first couple of fights might have been easy. Yeah, maybe. I guess I need to figure out some strategies for opponents of a similar body type to mine. I mean, he's a bear, right? He's gotta be around. That's a generalization, and very specious. Bad Diego. Although, I suppose I wouldn't be surprised if you're right. We smooched at night. Logan, you made it to the quarters. Huh? Oh, yeah. I knew ye had it in ya. I'm a pirate, apparently. Think you'll get to the semis? Hope so. I know ye can do it. Big guy like you, nothing's gonna stop ya. Thanks for the pep talk. Also, when did you get a pirate accent? Especially considering your next opponent. Have you fought him before? Not exactly, but I know him, and I know it's a fluke he even got this far. Ye don't have to worry about him. He won't be giving you no trouble. If you say so. I know so. It's time for my post-workout. I'm gonna head home now. Of course, see you when I see you, Logan. See you. You'd better lose. Diego's mine. Yeah, I was about to be like, okay, he's saying that his next opponent is going to be way easy, which could be a confidence boost, but it could also be a throwing him off his guard kind of thing. At which point, you know, he did say, Logan was good. Too good. A bit of a problem. He'd never beat me, of course. But Diego? Logan'd make a mincemeat out of him. And it ain't like I lied to Logan, but if I said I wasn't hoping he'd underestimate Diego, well, then I'd just be lying to myself. So boosting Logan's confidence, that ain't so bad, right? Even if I was hoping he'd choke. At any rate, I trained long enough already. Hell, it wasn't like I need more training to begin with, so I grabbed my shit from the toilet and then headed straight home. Home sweet home, I guess. For a moment, I just stood there, gazing numbly at the room. I could taste hints of resentment and disgust on my tongue. I hated this shabby-ass dungeon. Silver lining being that motivated me to spend time at the gym instead. It was home, but it never felt like it. Nowhere ever did, but least of all here. But beggars can't be choosers and all that. What with being out of work and all. Dumping my gym bag on the floor, I collapsed on top of my shitty, unmade bed. I look at A look at the clock told me it was only 5 p.m., and that meant I had an entire evening left to burn. Question was, doing what? Masturbating? The upcoming fight. My next rival wasn't no threat, just a stepping stone. A bump in the road. No big deal. I'd win the tournament, second year running, just like I'd planned. Didn't feel like returning the damn belt anyway. Gotta admit, I wasn't much in the mood at first. With how shit's been lately, I kinda felt like sitting in this one out. But I didn't. And, turns out, I don't need to be in the mood to kick someone's ass. Fighting. Probably the thing I'm best at. I had to be. For Mom's sake. I had to be. In case Dad ever turned up. I spent years learning how. Spent some years training for that day. Felt nice, being good at something for a change. Felt even better being the best at it. I guess that's why I fought this year despite all the shit that's happened. It felt better knowing I was the best. I'm the best. Where's that from? Didn't think for a second he'd be fighting though. When I heard Dig was fighting too, well, that changed things. But why? I just couldn't figure it out. Was he seeking revenge? Hoping to settle our differences in the ring? Maybe. Maybe we're both hoping for the same thing. I'm guessing he might this guy here is gonna have a redemption arc, kinda, or maybe not a redemption, but like a kind of resolution arc. But he knew I was stronger. He knew he couldn't win. So why would he even try? Last I check, he was never that brave or reckless. Maybe he'd found some kind of muse or some shit like that. Maybe that muse was lighting a fire under his fat ass. But hell, what did I know? The way I saw it, his reasons weren't important. Just knowing I'd maybe get to face him after everything he put me through. I'm owed that much, at least. I put up with so much of his shit. And to just duke it out, to settle everything, then there, like men? You could never really make sense of feelings, or any of that shit. Never made no damn sense to me. I'm pirate. And the harder I tried to work it out, the less sense any of it made. That sort of shit, it just never made... I was just never good at it. Instead, I preferred to trust my instincts instead. To forget about Ma. Forget about Ma? Ma feelings. Forget about Ma feelings. And make my own damn answers with my actions. And that was something I knew to do better than anyone. So I knew I wanted to face him, to settle the score. I'd make him understand. But I wasn't looking for revenge. At least, not only revenge. But then, what? Justice? Was clobbering that idiot really justice? Would it really make him understand? Would it at least help him make sense of everything? Give me some damn closure or something? The harder I tried to figure it all out, less damn sense it all seemed to make. And this time, it wasn't just my feelings that didn't make sense. It do be like that sometimes? Yeah, I think we might be able to get going. I just hope I'm strong enough. Bears are usually super strong. How do you know he's not some weedy little guy? Well, he's taking part in the combat tournament after all. I mean, yeah, but... And he's a bear. But that's just a stereotype. You're gonna eat your words when you find out you're wrong. If I'm wrong. How we make it interesting then? $10. Say we're the same body type. You're wrong. The two of us shook on our agreement our handshake lit by the early evening sunlight filtering through the lounge window. So, what now? What do you mean? I mean, honestly, I have no idea what to do tonight. Today has been frantic. Hell, last 2 weeks have been. Between everything that's happened before, your arrival, preparing for the fights, all of that. It kind of feels like I've been constantly feeling anxious about something. Yeah, I know that feeling. Or at least, had something on my mind. Had something on my mind. And now, it's like this sudden respite. For the first time in what feels like a good while, there's nothing of that. It's good though, right? You're not feeling anxious about your next fight or something? Well, if you keep reminding me of it, maybe I will be. But, nah, I think I've sort of got some kind of peace amongst it all. On one hand, my first fight wasn't all that bad. I didn't honestly know what to expect. But when I got in there and started fighting, it's like it all came flooding back to me. Especially on the third round. It reminded me of how I used to fight. I always tried to be unpredictable, surprise my opponents, and having that work this time around was kind of a eureka moment. And then, after it all, I couldn't believe how cool Russell was about it all. You know? Like, if it were me, I'd at least be a bit salty. But he was totally content with the result. I don't claim to be a good judge of character, but there wasn't a moment where that felt false or insincere. It seemed as though he really felt that way. Axel sort of confirmed that too. He said he was kind of like that. Yeah, kind of took me by surprise, and I appreciate it. Like, it might have be awkward any other way, but he was so accommodating and put aside his own loss to celebrate my win. I guess it kind of gave me some kind of epiphany that it's something I should strive for, something I should try and learn from him. Oh, is this going to confirm that Diego will lose, but he's going to be chill with it? Because, you know, he's growing as a person? Yeah, could be. Heck, yay! I know it's the morning, but still. Reading just makes me yawn. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. He lost with dignity and grace. It's the best way to lose, and an even better way to win. Right you are. And now that he's working for Ty, I'll be seeing him around plenty. Hopefully, I can make use of those situations. Learn from how he handles things. He's a good example. And so do you. Thank you for being so supportive and cheering me on every step of the way. I know I don't say it much, as I should, but it really means a lot to me. It's my job to be supportive of you. What kind of boyfriend would I be if I didn't? Kyrex was never supportive of me. He didn't care what I did or how I spent my time. He acted almost like we were never in a relationship to begin with. So, I'm glad things are different now. It's really nice being with somebody who's invested in me, who wants me to succeed and encourages me to do better. I hope I get a chance to return the favor one of these days. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I want to get a little frisky. But I think I'm going to turn in for the night. Huh? But it's still early. I know. But the fight really took it out of me, you know? Now that the adrenaline's worn off, I'm kind of exhausted. That, and if I'm honest, we might get called into work tomorrow too. What? I thought Ty gave you the time off. He did, but I caught a look of the roster earlier and, well, it's bare bones. Just Ty and Russell. And Russell needs to be trained. Oh yeah, train that thing. I could do the work. I guess. He can always call me in. But you need to rest after today. I'm sure he understands that. Sorry for yawning. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if he calls, I guess. I'm happy to help, and all that. But I'll need a good rest first. I think an early night is a good move. Well, far be it from me to keep you up from your much-needed rest. I'm not tired yet, but I'll come in as soon as I am. Alright, well, good night, Adrian. Love you. I love you too, Diego. Good night. Diego retired to his bedroom for a well-deserved rest. It was only late evening, but I wouldn't be surprised if he slept right through until morning. I flicked on the TV, immersed myself in dramatic foreign soap operas and game shows for several hours before my first yawn heralded my own bedtime. Sleeping quietly in Diego's room, he already slept, as I expected. His blanket was only partially covering him, with his butt cheeks sticking out in plain view for me to see. That's the thing that's hard about doing visual novels, is like, okay, are you gonna quickly go to sleep the next minute or so, or is this gonna be a sex scene? If it's a sex scene, I'm gonna back up. Took a moment to enjoy the view, anticipating the day I'd get up close and personal with it, before undressing myself and slipping into the bed beside him. It had been a good day. Russell and Diego were no doubt hitting it off, and Diego's victory in the heat seemed to do wonders for his confidence. I knew full well we weren't out of the woods just yet, but I had faith he'd make us proud in the quarterfinals. If not, well, perhaps with Russell's example, he'd be okay. Despite there being many challenges that lay ahead, I'd already seen a turnaround in Diego in such a short time since I arrived, and I hope that whatever the future had in store, Diego would only emerge stronger and wiser still. Sleepy time. Okay, nicely put off there. But I think we'll back up so that we can do that savey thingy there. So anyways, the end of this Let's Play. And hey, I didn't have to censor a ding-dang-diddly thing. Hyena. So, please comment, because I like comments. If you like, dislike, tips, and otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out other videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay your animals so I can control the pet population. And if you're interested in playing this game, it's available for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it is $5 a month. I mean, it said $5 a year, but that didn't seem right. I guess it's the $5 a month package, but I get the, 16% discount if you do it by year? No? But yeah, until next time, let's be me, GamerWolfSix, Sileo, Tales of New Dawn. See ya, woo.